going to be taking a look around a soon to be sought after suburb between the railway lines, the canal and the river. People often ask me about up and coming locations that are still 20 minutes away from the centre of the city by BTS or MRT, which makes this area a bit of a problem. It's actually 30 minutes away from the centre of Bangkok by MRT, but I think you're going to like it anyway. Welcome to Tao Poon. I've always said never recommend an area to live in a video unless you're prepared to move there yourself. Tao Poon is a great neighbourhood. It's got everything you'll ever need for harmonious living, but the one thing that sells it for me are the great transport links and easy access to the river. So we're going to take a walk along Phraya Sai 2 road, and this is the main street through Tao Poon. So if you move here, you'll probably be doing most of your walking up and down here, either to the mall or to the MRT station. There's also lots of little shops and restaurants here that you'll be visiting as well. This is where most of the condos are as well, that I'm going to be showing you later. And walking along at street level, it's pretty hard to sort of stand up and get a shot of these condos because the MRT and the shop houses are in the way, and the condos are actually set back from Phraya Sai 2 road. So what I did was I filmed out of the train window, and you can see all the condos along here pretty clearly, and even though the window of the train was quite dirty, I think you get the picture. There is a lovely little pet food store here, and the prices are so good. I know my prices on cat food, trust me, that you might be tempted to get a cat if your condo allows it, which is highly unlikely. Well, that's Gateway Mall just behind me, and it's the only shopping mall around here, so you're probably spending quite a bit of time walking around it. It's got a Big C, Home Pro, a cinema, all the usual restaurants and shops, and it's also got one of those H&M stores that you suddenly find yourself in the middle of when you get to the top of an escalator. I call it optimistic marketing, but then again, I've just mentioned it and they haven't paid me. This intersection underneath Bangkok MRT station is where Pracharat Sai 2 Road meets Pracharat Sai 1 Road, and up northwards it goes towards the Rama 7 Bridge, and then south it heads down to Sam Sen Road and into the old part of Bangkok. And now we've only got 200 metres left of Pracharat Sai 2 Road, and at the end of the road there's a nice little surprise that you'll see when we get there. How you doing? Hi. Thanks. Thank you. So if you're living in Tao Poon, you're actually served by 2 MRT stations, Tao Poon of course, and then about 600 metres down the road here is Bangkok station, and then at the very end of Pracharat Sai 2 Road, and this is a surprise I wanted to tell you about, there is a skywalk from the station that takes you all the way down to the entrance of Bangkok Pier, right here on the riverside, and you can get boats inbound towards Saton and outbound towards Nonthaburi, so that is an added transportation bonus if you move to the area. From a historical perspective, this area can't really compete with somewhere like Chinatown or the Old City, where you've got history on every street corner. But there are pockets of history to be found around here. Tao Poon is Thai for concrete oven, and that is a nod to the old Siam Cement Group factory that used to be just down the road next to Bangsu railway station. SCG was founded in 1913 by King Rama VI, and in the old days they took concrete from the factory all the way down the road through Tao Poon to a port on the river at Bangkok. Nowadays it's just the corporate headquarters and you can't miss the SCG tower on the skyline. The other historical aspect around here is of course the canals. Well, the main canal through Tao Poon, and you can't miss it really, it's the Klong Prapar, and it's got its own historical information board here. It was dug in 1909, completed in 1913, and it's 30 kilometres long. Now the difference between this canal and most of the other canals around Bangkok is that this one is managed by the Metropolitan Water Authority. It's actually a freshwater canal, so it supplies a lot of homes and businesses around here. And there's a 40-year-old sign around the corner that says no bathing, no car washing, no pumping water, and no dumping of live animals into the water. And if you see a monitor lizard in here or a dead body, then I think you should put off brushing your teeth or taking that shower for at least a month. This is a canal I've featured 3 or 4 times in the past, and it's the Klong Prem Prachakon. About 200 metres that way, there was a very historic point in Bangkok's canal system, as you will see in just a couple of minutes. Just across this bridge here is a building that I assumed was a closed down entertainment stroke massage complex, because it's got that kind of look about it, but it's actually an old kindergarten, and I caught a glimpse of this old car parked outside it, and I'm not that knowledgeable on classic cars, so if anyone can tell me what car this is, then please leave a comment. This is the Prem Prachar Bridge, and it's at a very historic point in Bangkok's canal network. It's where 3 different canals all meet, and the Klong Bang Su flows into the Klong Prem Prachakon. Then you have the Klong Prapa, and I know what you're thinking, the Klong Prapa is actually a freshwater canal, so how can it mix with these 2 regular canals? Well, the answer to that is it doesn't. It actually crosses over this canal intersection in a big blue pipe. So there we are, we learn something new every day in this city. There's a very noisy aerobics class going on just across the road there, but I'm pretty sure you can hear me anyway. The Klong Prem Prachakon here. This was actually one of 5 canals earmarked for a boat service to be running on it within 5 years to overall improve Bangkok's transportation network, and they'll be doing improvements to bridges and building piers. But I think if they did have a boat service running on this canal, it wouldn't come down this far. It'd probably start further up towards Chatuchak and head towards Rangsit, but it probably won't happen anyway. If you head down this road, that's Siam Cement Road, about 400 metres down there, you've got Bang Su Grand Station, or should I say Krung Thep Apiwat Central Terminal, to give it its official name, and that is next to Bang Su Junction Railway Station and Bang Su MRT Station. And from there, the blue line actually comes up above ground over into Tao Poon. The MRT station at Tao Poon has both the blue and the purple lines interchanging, which is very useful for transport links, of course. And from here, the purple line goes all the way to Klong Bang Pai in Nonsbury. In fact, most of the line runs in Nonsbury, and then the blue line in one direction goes across the river down towards Ta Phra, and then the other direction goes Bang Su, Chatuchak, Lad Prao, Ratchada, Sukhumvit, Silom, Chinatown and beyond, terminating at Lak Song. The journey time on the blue line from here to Sukhumvit is about 30 minutes. Well, as you may know, the Purple Line is being extended south from Tao Poon, and to do that they're going to be bulldozing their way through quite a few houses around here. And I thought that was a great excuse for me to go wandering down some alleyways and side streets and check out the local neighbourhood. And from what I can see so far, there's some pretty nice houses around here, so I would imagine that whoever sold up their homes and land to the MRTA for this extension would have made a bit of a tidy profit. The Purple Line will be heading south from Tao Poon. It will go straight underground, past the new Parliament building, under Sam Sen Road, past the Khao San Road area. There will be a station near there. Then Democracy Monument, Sam Yacht, which is the top of Chinatown, across the river, Memorial Bridge, Wong Wien Yai, and beyond, before terminating at Kru Nai. Well, staying on the topic of transportation, there are two very interesting transportation themed coffee shops around here. One of them is Legacy. It's made out of an old Bangkok bus, and on the other side of the station you've got the station cafe, and the frontage actually looks like Hua Lompong railway station. So time to look at a few condos around Tao Poon, and I'm going to give you a rough guide to a monthly rental price, and that would be ideally for a year's contract. And we're going to start along Pracharat Sai 2 Road. Chai, I know you said you wanted to find a place to live in Bangkok. What do you think of Tao Poon overall?
It's a new area for me. I never checked it out before, and you showed me around a little bit. I've been talking to quite a few locals now, and it's actually quite a nice area to live in, and also because of the MRT stations and the Chao Phraya River, which you can just hop on the pier here. I think it's actually quite a nice area, and hopefully I'll be able to convince my girlfriend to come here. She doesn't actually know. I'm a little bit secretly I'm searching for it a little bit, but I think we're looking for a place where we can live a little bit longer than a month or so. So yeah.
Oh, I think most of my viewers will know you.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
So what have you been up to anyway? I've seen you travelling around different countries and stuff.
Yeah. But, lately we've been to KL and traveled down south to Singapore. Spent about a month in KL. We're actually also looking at living a little bit longer in KL. So we're not only looking at Bangkok, but we're moving around in Southeast Asia. But also, to get more comfort sometimes and to edit the videos, etc. We're looking for a base. And Bangkok, Da Nang, Ho Chi Minh City, KL, there are places where, and Bangkok obviously, there are places where we're looking at for a little bit longer to live.
Chai, what's that thing you always say?
Stay champ.
Stay champ, all right. One thing I always try and do is walk around and film the area and see what it's like once the sun goes down. So let's get a few night shots around Tao Poon and put them to a piece of music. So what are the shopping options like here in Tao Poon? Well, you're pretty much spoilt for choice. If you want all the usual shops, restaurants, cinema, Big C, then get yourself down to Gateway Mall. But for a more local experience, it's Tao Poon Market. All right, so I thought I'd meet up with someone who is almost local. This is Paul, and he's got the Expat Paul channel. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, all good, Pat. Nice to see you.
He goes around local markets, eats local street food, tries everything, You've eaten some really dodgy stuff as well. I've seen it on your videos. And we're going to look for the nearest food market. How many markets around here?
There's 2 in this area. There's one next to the supermarket here, and there's one behind these buildings. But what we'll do, we'll check this one out today.
Okay, and what we're looking for?
Maybe some fried chicken or something like that. We'll have a little bit of a food tour.
All right, let's do a food tour.
This is just outside Lotus at Tao Poon.
Okay. So would you recommend this as an area to live in? Because, you know, in my channel, people always ask me questions. They say, you know, I want to live in an area where there are less foreigners, and there's certainly less foreigners around here.
Yeah, it's a nice place to live, and it keeps you away from all those party places in Bangkok, you know, so living out here can actually save you some money.
Paul, do you eat som tam?
Som tam now is too spicy for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't really like crab and seafood and whatever like that either. So.
Oh, look at that chili. They've caught loads of flies on that. You eat sausages, don't you?
Yeah, I love sausages. These are 10 baht each. 10 baht's not a lot, is it really? 50p or something. This is really fantastic, this is.
Is it Isan chicken?
Yeah, this is Isan chicken. And you see over there the big barrels? He hangs the chickens up inside. Yeah.
Oh, that's like tandoor.
You can get like half a chicken for 60 baht, 220 for the big one. That'll feed a family of 4. Okay, so we have some, one of my favourite things on the market here, some fried chicken.
Yeah, you eat a lot of this, don't you?
Yeah. It's the prices at the back there. Get whole egg, 50 baht.
How much for a thigh?
30.
Paul, what's the secret to all this fried chicken? Is it what they put in the coating?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
I think I just answered my own question.
Yeah, this one here, this is like a curry. It has pumpkin in it and chicken. That's fantastic with rice. This is a tom yam. I don't eat this one, really. I don't eat seafood. And that's like a chopped up fish. It's been fried.
Catfish?
Is it catfish? And it's very spicy.
Okay.
If you watch my videos, you will know that I eat a lot of this. It's called pat.mck. And I always have a fried egg with that one.
Thailand's national dish.
Yeah, it should be, I think.
What's that one?
This is a bit like pat.mck, but with bamboo. And that's another good one. How much Tao Lai Cup? 40 baht.
40 baht, you know it's going to be nice. This is something that a lot of foreigners are allergic to.
Pig nam pao. It's full of chilies and onions.
That goes on everything with me, mate. Let's not go on a bit too long.
That flag, yeah?
Is that flag in the way of the camera? Could be.
It did flap down there.
All right.
I'll put my sunglasses on. Is that better?
Yeah. Well, that just about wraps up our look around the neighbourhood of Tao Poon. I hope this video encourages you to come and have a look around or even move to this up and coming area. Please do subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you want to support me and support the channel, you can do so via the Buy Me a Coffee link on the screen, or there's a PayPal link in the description. That just leaves me to say thanks for watching and stay champ.